Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Have you grabbed your cup of coffee? I have mine. Today I have a cup from, I can't really tip it over because it's pretty full. Today my cup is from a trip when we went to Paris. Our son studied abroad, and I think I had made it for my husband for Valentine's that year that we went. But our son studied abroad, so we had the privilege of going and visiting him in Paris. So I take a drink of mine right now. I have a few announcements. Kind of waiting for some of you to get on. Give you a little bit of time. Make sure you have your favorite drink with you. My coffee already seems like it's getting cold. So my first announcement is I have a new class. One ended yesterday, so today I have another one. Hi, Joan. So glad you can join me. How is Washington today? How's the weather? We're supposed to finally start getting warmer. I think everybody's going to start getting warmer. But today I have my Delightful Wishes class registration to begin. So we're using the Delightful Wishes stamp set and dies. I've had a lot of fun with this. I created this class actually a while ago. So in this class, you're going to make 5 projects. Here's a card. Here's a card. You have this die that does these words, well, wishing, or you can just stamp it. Here's another one. And look at those cute little bee trinkets. How cute are they? Here's another one. And then you build these flowers as well. And then there's this fancy die here. And you'll make this little box. So this class, you're going to get all the elements to make the 5 projects, a full package of this designer series paper. This is so pretty. A package of those little bee trinkets. I'm probably not going to, oh, I did get it open. They're so tiny, but they're so cute. And a spool of the Daffodil Delight ribbons. So for $57, you'll get all this shipped to your home with the PDF tutorial, my PDF with all the instructions for each project, and a little gift from me and priority tracking. So registrations begin and it'll end March 8th and the kits will ship March 15th. I will be in Raleigh, North Carolina for On Stage, but I will have them all prepped and ready to go, and my husband can ship them or I'll ship them before I leave. If you don't want to buy the full kit, you could always buy my PDF for $15. So if you have any questions, just let me know. And then again, for today's projects, if you'd like to get all the materials to get today's projects, just spend $35 in my online store and I will package it up like this and all the elements are in it for you to create today's projects. Today's projects are pretty fun, but I have some sneak peeks of some online exclusives that are coming. I just got them yesterday, so I haven't even taken them out. This is called the Texture Notes, and they have some dies that go with them that are pretty cool. I think that's why I ordered them. Oh, they got, look at the squares, kind of like the Spotlight on Nature dies, but instead of circles, they're squares, or rectangles, I should say. But these are all online exclusives that are coming in March. This is Tags to Go, and I think it has a bunch of tag dies. Just want to share these with you guys because I just got them yesterday. I only played with one set last night, and I'll show you those at the end. Yeah, so here's the tags to go. Look at how cute, like the little room key and stuff. Fancy borders. This is another one. Let me see. There's a lot more. I just grabbed a few. So these, of course, are border dies. Look at that. Oh, look how cute with the hearts. I was just ordering and didn't even really look. Then there's this one. She's the greatest. Look at all the, there's Mama, Nana, Aunt. Kind of like the Very Best Family I used a while back. But, and then of course there's a dad. And my kids call my grandkids call my husband Papa. I wish this was a little bit bigger like this, but that's why I got it, just because of Papa. Because, you know, actually, today is my dad's birthday. He's in heaven. And my dad would be 95 years old today. Crazy to think that he's been gone 7 years already. I miss him every day. But here's the stamp set that I played with. It's called All Zipped Up. You can see these are like zippers. And look at the... I made these quick last night, but look at how cute that is. How adorable. I just used my scoring tool and put some lines in it. I was trying to make it look like a puffy jacket. This one, look at that. It is a, it's supposed to be like a hoodie. Somehow I got to figure out how to make a hood. And then this was just, this is the full zip. Full zip, half zip, but super cute. But that's all I was able to do. I'm going to grab my iPad. I forgot I didn't have my iPad on and I could barely see if you guys have comments. I see you're on here, Anne Margaret and Joan. So here's some of that paper. I think this goes with the tags to go. And there's a sticker sheet. There's this baker's twine. So apparently this is Strawberry Slush, a color that we used to have, and I guess it's coming back. On here it doesn't say what these colors are, but I'm assuming, and this is Strawberry Slush, I've heard. This must be Shy Shamrock, and this must be Azure Afternoon. Let's look at the DSP. Yep, so Azure Afternoon, Crushed Curry, Pumpkin Pie, Shy Shamrock, and Strawberry Slush. So there's talk that this is new, one of the new in colors. So remember, our other in colors are retiring. So if you want to get those colors, the re-inkers and everything, and these are going to be a little suitcase box. Of course, I haven't put it together yet, but that is another new item. And I believe that is it. So let's go ahead and get to today's projects. But let me set up my iPad real quick so that I can get your guys' comments. Thank you, Anne Margaret. That set was so fun to work with, but I was trying to figure out how the zippers worked and everything. Because online, since it's a pre-order, there's not a lot of samples or anything. So I'm on my page, but I don't see me. Let's see. Here we go. All right. I'm going to go into full screen. Sorry, you guys. Oh, so you're getting rain. You still have your Strawberry Slush ink? You know what? I was going through my stuff and I don't have, there were some colors I had. I was like, I didn't remember, but I don't think I have Strawberry Slush. So today we're going to be making this box. And I decided to use this paper that I have not used. And they're like the metallics. And let's see the name of it. Naturally Gilded. So let's start with this anniversary card first. And we're using the Mixed Labels stamp set and dies. I'm going to use the Antique Pearls. But these cards, since there's gold and silver, I'm using this trim. These are fairly simple to put together. The box is probably the hardest. But, okay, so we're going to start out with 4 1/4 by 11. This is thick. So this should be 4 1/4 because I think I just used the other half. And we're going to score that 5 1/2. Well, good thing you still have your strawberry slush, Joan, because you could just get the re-inker if you don't have it. I had blueberry bushel, so I didn't have to rebuy that pad. I think I had to buy the re-inker. Okay, so this one's gonna be copper. So this paper that we're using has the copper in it. This is the set that has the 3 different textured ones, but it was the only one that we had with copper. So this should be 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4. And so now the designer series paper is going to be 3 1/2. 3 1/2 by 4 3. No, wait. Yeah, 4 3/4. Thought I was looking at the copper measurement. Okay, I think that's it on this one. So we're just going to layer these two. Oh, but here's what I want to show you before we assemble those. But we're going to do some die cutting. We're going to die cut this, and we're going to die cut these. But this paper here, this copper, instead of wasting all of this copper, because this is going to cover up a good majority of it, we're going to do some die cutting on that. And we're not using them on this project, but you can save them for another project. Why waste all that beautiful paper, right? So you just have to make sure that you don't go way to the edge. So that should be fine. We're going to cut this little, I don't know what you call it, but we're going to cut that twice. And then I don't think I could get the white one on. But yeah, don't waste that paper. Nobody's going to know that you cut out the inside, just you. I put lotion on my hands beforehand, and now I'm gonna be like stuck to it. Oh, this one I need the brush to get out. This is such a, it's got so many grooves in it. Okay, we need one more of those. And then I might be able to squeeze this one that we do need over here at the end. Of course, it wants to move because it's at the end, but that's okay. Oh, shoot, my green one moved. And of course, my tape is over there in my other area, but here to hold this. My plates, you guys know I had just put new plates on, and they're already so used. Okay. I use them so much they're gonna get warped. And why did I think that I was gonna be able to do this white one with that sticking out? Not paying attention, talking as usual. I don't even think I went all the way across with this piece. I didn't cut all the way through. We're trying to use up this copper, and I didn't put that all the way through. All right, back to this one. Now I can get it through. Right. So now you have 2 of these tags that you can use on another project. That copper is so pretty. And we have our little white tag. Let me get this out of the way. Okay, so now we can assemble this card. We're going to glue this. Try not to lose all my little pieces. This one is still inside the die. But do you guys have this paper? Have you used it? I've had it and had not used it. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to create 3 projects with it. And that's what I did. It's so pretty. I love the metallics. So we're just going to glue this one on to our copper. And then kind of put a little glue around where you did the die cuts just to make sure that your paper is going to stick to it. All right. And see, now nobody even knows that there was a die cut taken out of there, except for you. Get all these little pieces of that. Now this will just glue onto our card base. So remember, thick, basic white. And we're just gonna put this on. Right, like so. And then now we're gonna glue these little guys on. I don't know, what would you call these? I'm just gonna squeeze a little bit of glue across them. What would you call this? Like weaved or something? I wanted to add some color, so I added this little bit of old olive. Kind of like, reminds me of like a gunny sack material. I don't know what to call it. All right, oops. So now we'll stamp our little flowers. These all come in the mixed labels. So that's why I put my memento away yesterday. I was like, I knew I needed it for something. So we're gonna stamp our flowers on this little tag here. I had that backwards or upside down. And we're just gonna use an old olive blend. And the copper is our light copper clay. I was trying to find a color to match the copper. The wild wheat is like the gold. So let's color these in. And then I use the old olive on the leaves to match our little decorations there. Old olive. Old olive. And see how simple this card is to go together? It's pretty simple, nothing fancy about it. In my picture, if you looked at my promo, the card was originally in the gold with the wild wheat, but I changed it because I hadn't used the copper, so I wanted to do a project in each of the metallics. Okay, so now we're just gonna stamp our sentiment, which is happy anniversary. You know, this week was our anniversary. So I was sticking with the anniversary. My cardstock has been getting like dirty and I don't even know where or how. But we're just gonna stamp happy anniversary in old olive. And then we're just gonna trim it down real small. I think I trimmed it down to, where's my instructions? And it looks like 1 by 2.5. So there would be 1 and 2.5. We're a little bit short, but that's good. But then my anniversary's way at the top. So we're gonna flip it over and we're gonna stamp it one more time. It's a good thing about having two sides to the paper, right? Get it a little bit more centered. And we are going to add some dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. Oops. That one didn't stick all the way. And 3. I need to change the blade on my trimmer. We're just gonna stick this over to the side. And I actually made mine shorter on my original. I cut this in half, cut it shorter. So here's the original. We just need to add those antique pearls. And the antique pearls actually went very nicely with each of the metallics, which was nice. So here's one here. Let's add a medium-sized one here, one over here, and one down here. And there is our first project. Let me get all this ink out of the way. So there's our first metallic card with the copper. All right, so where should we go next? Should we go to the, I'll do the box last. And remember also, when you spend $35 and you get my project class, you get the cards with all the measurements as well. The PDF to let you know how to make them all. All right, so this one is our silver metallic card, and we're gonna do the same. But this is gonna be thick white, and it's gonna be 11 by 5.5. Because this one's a little fancy fold. And I'm gonna have to open, gotta get some stuff out of the way. I'm gonna have to open my arm on my trimmer. I got things rolling around here. And we're gonna score this at 1 1/4. So 1 1/4, 5.5. So you guys know you could pretty much make a fancy fold out of any standard size cardstock. 9 1/4. All right. You could make them. Where's my bone folder? So this is actually gonna go like this. Burnish all these. This is gonna go this way, like so, and then that. So you see that? So like valley fold, valley, mountain, and it's gonna go like this. And again, thick white cardstock. So now we just need to cut our pieces of designer series paper, and like I said, I'm using the silver one. So bring that trimmer back, and first it's gonna be 3 5/8. It's going to be the length. How come that looks short? No, you know what? I did it wrong. It's 3 5/8 is the width. So it's 5 3/8. I knew that looked way too short. 5 3/8 by 3 5/8. There it goes, our 3 5/8. This is going to go into the one flap here. And then our front flap is going to be 1 1/8 by the 5 3/8. And then we're going to need our silver to be 5 3/8. These eighths, I'm getting confused. 5 3/8 by 1 5/8. 5/8, 3/8. But you know me, I do the eighths all the time because I like the thin border. I used to go with the thicker one all the time. And then I just started doing the thinner border. All right. So we can glue our pieces. I'm going to open this kind of flat. This is going to go here. I think I need a drink of coffee. Oh my goodness, last night I couldn't sleep. I was like up till after 1 o'clock because I was thinking about all these, kind of crazy the things that we think of. But I was thinking of all these new projects and I was playing with the zipper one and I was all like, okay, what else can I do? What else could I do? So now this is going to be the front one. So my mind was just racing like, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? What else can, you know, I was trying to think of that hoodie one. Okay, how am I going to make like a hoodie? Just crazy things that I couldn't sleep. And I was like, why do I do that when I know I have to get up and get all my stuff together? Okay, so now this section, we're going to add the silver foil, not that piece, this piece. Do you guys do that? But like I was explaining to my husband the other day how different men and women are, just as far as like we go to bed and we're thinking about, okay, what do we got to do tomorrow? You know, if you're taking care of your kids or grandkids and, you know, what are they going to have for lunch? What are they going to what are you going to make for dinner? What are this? What are that one? I go, man, he just goes to bed and thinks about just getting up and going to work the next day, right? We have way too much. Hi, Patty. You're late, but you're good. You just missed the first project, maybe. So this one is our fancy fold. And I'm using these naturally gilded papers today. So we're going to use these same dies again, and we're going to cut some silver. We're going to do a silver tag this time, and this time we're going to layer those tags. So we're going to do the silver one. This is that same one that we used on the first project. We're going to do this same one, but we're going to layer it. And then we're going to cut out a couple sets of those leaves just to add some texture. So we only need one of these, and 2 of the leaves. Sets of leaves. At first, this mixed labels was not on my radar, but you know, you see somebody do something with it and you gotta have it. That's like some of the pre-orders. I was like, I'm not even sure. The zipper one, I don't know why. That one I had to get right away. I was like, yeah, I need that. Actually, I have like a hoodie on right now. I'm always cold, but like I said, we're supposed to warm up, so we'll see. I got those little green scraps all over. Okay, bring our card back in here. Take this one out. Should be using my brush, but I'm over here using my take your pick tool. I gotta start getting my my own nails. I gotta take these other ones off because there's no more vacations except for going to Raleigh, but I don't need to have nice nails there. So on this card, I use the silver and white trim ribbon. I'm gonna use the silver trim just to show you guys the difference of what it would look like, but I probably prefer the silver and white ribbon. I was just looking for anything, of course, with metallic. And this one, I'm going to use my, maybe not. This one on this one, I just tied it in a knot. This one I might have to tie in a bow since it's not like a thick ribbon. Or let's see. Tell me what you guys think. Just a knot or a bow? I think I'll try a bow. Let me get my extra set of hands there. And I probably need to still do it tighter. Okay, I need to do this tighter, but I'll fix it later. So there's the silver. Those aren't my ribbon scissors. And then you could tell me which one you prefer. So we're gonna stamp our sentiment. Where is it? This one. Your kindness made my day. This needs to get straightened on my block. Uh-oh. It's like super stuck. Because I put it on here the other day. Uh-oh. I put it on the other day when I was creating. Now I messed up my thing. Ay. I'll fix it. Okay, so we're gonna stamp it in Memento. I think I need to re-ink my Memento. All right, and then we're gonna layer it onto this silver one. Then that way we can put our leaves in the back. Behind it to add that texture. And I'm going to use mini glue dots on these. There's one there, one here. Now this next project, the box, I forgot to grab, oops, well that worked out well. I forgot to put, bring the stuff that I was going to add into my box. It's like a card box. Okay, so we'll add our leaves behind there. And now on this, we're actually going to add just on this side our adhesives on this side here. So when you open the card, it's going to stick to this side. Makes sense? I need to tie that bow tighter. It's bothering me. So that this card stays closed. And we'll just add that right like so. And so here's our card. Which ribbon do you guys like better? I've got to add those antique pearls still. But which ribbon do you like? Yes, Patty, men will never understand us. As long as we've been married and I'm still explaining to him. But it's funny because he just like, oh, I don't understand why you can't fall asleep. Well, because I'm thinking about what am I going to feed you tomorrow? You know, what about this? What about that? So there's project number 2. And Patty, I think you might have missed, oops, number 1. Let me just show you. I'm using that naturally gilded paper. So this one's in copper. What do I have here? I got something stuck on that one. I got a glue dot stuck on there. I'll fix that after. But yeah, men won't understand. Okay, so this one is a box inside a card. So I was gonna put like some tea and chocolates. I might have the chocolates and hold on. You could do a box of chocolates and some teas. I just happen to have those in here. I was gonna go grab So you could give somebody some tea and chocolate, and this tucks under like so. Isn't that cute? For a great friend. I didn't think I had these. Yes, you're gonna love this box. You're gonna love it. So, unfortunately, we don't have thick vanilla anymore. Irish breakfast just for you, Patty, just for you. Okay, we don't have thick vanilla anymore, unfortunately. So you're gonna have to use just regular vanilla. The box should be sturdy enough, and we're gonna use this one with the gold. So now we're gold. We did our copper, we did our silver, and now we're gonna do our gold. Okay, I got a bunch of stuff here. Let me just clear some of it out of the way. You know me, I can't function. Did you see my picture of how my craft room was clean and then I went to dirty because I had stuff all over the place? Okay. Let me grab a drink of coffee. Patty, are you drinking Irish tea? Okay, I'm going to get my Simply Scored for this one. So well, first of all, I need my trimmer. We're gonna do the cover first. The cover is pretty easy. Just a couple of score lines. So the cover is gonna be 9 1/4 by 7 1/2. Get that arm out again. You know, my workspace is pretty big, but I don't know why lately it seems like it's just not enough room. 9 1/4 by 7 1/2. So we're gonna cut just an inch off of here. And since I have the trimmer, the box is 11 by 7. So let's trim that. Okay. Get this out of the way. So this is our cover. So on the 9 1/4 inch side, I keep tapping my screen because how come now I'm not getting your guys' comments? It's always something. Anyway, so on your 9 1/4 inch side, we're going to score the long at 3 1/8. 4 1/8, 7 1/4, and 8 1/4. Now our box on the 11 inch side, we're going to score it at 1, 2, 9, and 10. The short side, we're going to go 1 and 2, 5. Oops, did that skip? Oh, it went down the wrong line. Darn it. 5. But that's going to be the bottom so nobody will see it. And 6. I just got to remember the right line to burnish. Okay, so let me make sure I get my right lines. We're going to burnish all these lines. And this first one is my score line. Let's do these. So I'm actually using thick vanilla because I still have it. If you have it, I would recommend it just to make it sturdier. But this is going to be double-sided, double-walled. So it is a pretty sturdy box. Oh my goodness, I can't see your guys'. There's your comments. No Irish tea. Had eggnog coffee with coconut creamer. My kind of girl. Now I got to remember how to cut. I had a diagram on my box. So I didn't forget how to cut it. Okay, because we're gonna cut these 2 corners on each side out. I had just bought some coffee that had coconut, vanilla, and caramel. So I'm a big time coffee drinker. I have got to have my coffee to function in the morning. Seriously, it's sad. My dad, he used to drink coffee like all day long and I couldn't understand it. And now I'm almost there. I would love to have coffee all day long. It just doesn't love me. All right, and so now we are going to cut this one off, I believe. Pretty bad when I can't remember. That's what happens when you create. I created my workshop Wednesday project. I was creating these. I created the following week workshop Wednesday. I'm trying to get ahead before I leave to Raleigh. But then when you get so far ahead, then you get confused, like what project is what, you know, and then I have to do all my tutorials. So again, this square is coming out. So out of those 4 squares, we only need 1, which is this one. And I'm angling those. And I don't know, this is terrible to say, but I'm still kind of deciding about Raleigh just because so much is going on. And actually my friend Heather just texted me something as I was coming on, so I didn't even get to see what she said. But it's something about Raleigh, and I'm kind of thinking wasn't something positive. Okay, so this is going to glue here. So I don't know. And then with all these plane incidents, it's not that I have a fear of flying. It's just people being fired. So then it's questioning like, well, who's under the controls? Because we have a friend who's the air traffic controller back in California. And it's a very stressful job without adding any other issues. With all these plane accidents, I can only imagine. I had another friend that was a pilot back in, well, she wasn't a pilot in high school, a friend from high school who was a pilot. And then there was an accident, I think it was PSA was the airline. There was an accident there in LA and she quit. She couldn't, she just quit. She's like, I can't do this. Yeah, I'm right there with you, Patty. I don't have a fear of flying. My fear is crashing. And then these ones are gonna go inside. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. And then I hear there's gonna be a St. Patrick's Day parade, Patty, that you would probably just love and I would love, but it's at the same time as convention. So first of all, it was so hard to find a place. I'm going to trim this a little bit. So hard to find a place. This one sold out so quick. It's the first time I've ever been put on a wait list. So by the time I got off the wait list to try and find a hotel was impossible. People are still looking for hotels. I'm going to squeeze these down a little bit because I'm not using my little clothespins because this is so anyway, I have a friend who actually has a condo out there and she said I could stay there, but it's like 30 minutes from the convention center. So I got a rental car, and then now my issue is, okay, there's this parade. So how am I gonna find parking somewhere where I'm not familiar with at all? And trying to get around, and so I don't know. I'm just like, I mean, I definitely want to go, 100% want to go. I don't like dealing with all that stuff, especially when I'm not familiar. And my friend, she's actually there right now, but she lives in California. She's a teacher. She just has she bought a condo out there because her parents live out there. Okay, so there's our box. I think it's glued. I'm just using my bone folder to press these down to make sure that they're sticking. Okay, so where did we do with our cover? Our cover is over here. And let's burnish all those lines. So, I don't know. I need to make up my mind. I already have all my reservations. I have the flight, I have the rental car. So this is gonna be our cover. But before we do that, we're gonna add a strip of gold at the end. Let me get my trimmer again. And this piece is going to be a 1/2 inch by 7.5. I think my workspace looks so small because, again, Facebook has made so many changes. That's why I can't show you my face at first, because you can't flip it around and show you. So I think my space, I'm limited to this little square for my camera. They did it too where you can't like zoom or whatever. It's just, I don't know. They're always making changes. So on this flap, we're just gonna add a thin strip of glue. And we're gonna glue this on, and we just want it hanging over a little bit. Let me see if I'm straight. Not at all. There you go, just a little flap like that. Just a little. So I guess since we're unfolded, we could go ahead and add our designer series paper. And we're gonna cut this piece to 7/8. No, that's not right. Well, that's for the top. 3 inches. So 3 inches wide. Oops. What the heck? My blade, it's not there. Now again, 3. And I know I'm gonna need the 7/8 piece, so I'm gonna cut that now, 7/8. Okay, so 3 by 7 3/8. 7 3/8. And then the top is 7/8 by 7 3/8. Okay, I think that's it on there. Do I still have you all here? Right, St. Patty's Day Parade does take priority. I'm just like, how am I gonna get around? Like I said, I don't like driving where I'm not familiar with. And if this is sold out, I'm not sure how many are going to convention, but if it's sold out, it's a lot. And then plus all the people at the parade. All right, so we can glue our bottom in just a lot of glue. And kind of make sure you're gonna have some room on each side. Make sure it's centered. This thing already stuck. Oh my goodness. I think I'm fairly even, but it already stuck. Look at that. This is gonna go over this, and then this piece we're gonna put on the top. This box is so cool. Wait, here's the top. I was like, wait, that's not the top. There's the top. And why do I felt like I had glue on me. So look, let's put that box of chocolates in there. You can get these at Walgreens, CVS, maybe a Walmart. Okay, so now let's go ahead and cut our dies, our die pieces. So I'm gonna stamp, like I told you, the gold closest to, oops, that's old olive. That's not close to gold. The ink that's closest to gold is Wild Wheat. Oh, thanks, Anne Margaret. You know, I love making boxes, but I don't know that everybody likes 3D projects. I feel like they like simple cards. So I'm going to stamp this in gold. See, look, my cardstock's dirty. I don't know why they're getting dirty. I'm like, I don't have anything black around here. So we're going to stamp that first. And then, where's my sentiment? I got so many things in my box. We're going to stamp this in black, Memento Black, for a great friend. What else can you guys think of putting inside this box? You know, that's like, the tea and chocolates is like something when somebody's not feeling good and you just want to lift up your friend. You know, Patty sends me some amazing boxes all the time, and they always seem to come on the right day, the day that I need to be picked up. So they're always, you know, who doesn't like to receive happy mail? Okay, I think I'm gonna have to tape this one down. Oops. I can't believe how much I've already used these plates, and they're already kind of like warped. And then we're gonna need this one again in gold. We're using the same die quite a bit, but it's so pretty, especially once it's cut in the metallic paper. And there's always a good, we always need a good banner die. And what else do I need? I think I need some leaves. Yeah, we're doing gold leaves on this one. I just like to add those leaves for texture. So I gotta run these. Oops, I knew that was gonna happen. As soon as I move my plate. Those little green pieces from those other are just everywhere. I feel like I keep wiping them off and somehow they keep returning. Where's my, I'm not sure where I did with my brush. Just one more set of leaves. And this box is, if you guys make it, please share it on my Facebook page here so that I can, if they come out. You know, you can case and case is copy and share everything. So, okay, let's get all this out of the way. Look, there's even another green little thing on my tape. Okay, one more set of leaves. Did I only, yeah, I only used 2 on this one as well. And then remind me to show you my sneak peek of what I'm going to make for Workshop Wednesday. Okay, so now this one, we're going to do it a little, well, let's go ahead and create our piece first. So this, I'm going to add a dimensionals. Yesterday, I was working on that Workshop Wednesday project, and I thought it was so cute. It's all the same color, pretty much, but it's cute. So we'll just put this right here. And again, my glue dots, but this time we're going to put them on the front of our leaves. Maybe they'll stick better. And put them over like so. It got all quiet all of a sudden. The heater was on and then the heater just went off, so it got all quiet. Now I'm like, what's going on? Okay, so there's that piece. So on this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our dimensionals here on the bottom so that we can put our tag. I hope I'm center. I'm just putting them, I don't even know if I'm in the center. Does that look center? When you got a camera right above your head, you can't can't stick your head in there. You guys don't want to see the top of my head. So we'll put those there. And then now we'll just put this right like so. Look at that. How cool. Now we're going to tie a gold bow using the gold trim. And again, it's so quiet in here. I feel like I need to hear you guys talking. Wouldn't that be something that I could hear you guys talk? So from what I understand, the reason Facebook made these changes is so that people that are doing bad things can't, you know, stream live videos. So, you know, like turn the video around, and I should correct that. So I can film me, but what happens is everything I show you is going to be backwards. We used to be able to flip it so that you would read this correctly. If I did it the other way, I can't flip it, and so all this would be backwards. You'd see everything that's on the left, on the right, and so forth. So that's why I'm like, well, you guys you don't really need to see my face. You just need to see what I'm doing. So we're going to add some antique pearls. And I put them across the top here. But from what I understand, that's the reason, so that people, if they're doing bad things, they can't stream, you know, live videos. And so there's our box. What do you guys think? That is, yes, an Easter theme would be so cute. Chocolate bunnies and carrots. You know, I went to the store the other day and I bought so much Easter candy. It's not even funny. And then I'm like, but it seems like it's so early. Like, I still have a lot of time before. So you know me, I'm probably going to be eating it. I'll create my projects and then I'll eat it all. So that's project number 3. Let me see if I can fit them all in my video. We did the silver, project number 2. And then project number 1 was with the copper. So if you guys want the elements for these 3 projects, just spend $35 in my online store. And you know, this is the last week of celebration. So get whatever you need to get before they're gone. Yes, it is. The bad people, they ruin it for everybody. All of a sudden, but I got like no kind of notification from Facebook, which I mean, it's not like they owe me an explanation, but you know, I got on to do a video and I'm like, why can't I do this? Why can't I do that? And it really messed me up. But I got you guys' projects for you. Thank you all so much for the nice comments, the hearts, the love. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it. Like I said, I hadn't used this paper and I thought I better pull this paper out, but look at how beautiful the metallics are. Like I said, if you create them, let me know. Yeah, copper, like let me show you originally. When I was creating, I created this one in gold, like I was telling. And then, so I was like, oh, copper. And then I was like, oh, but we don't have copper paper. And I was like, yes, we have copper paper. It's the one that, so here it is in gold and here it is in copper. And the copper paper is the one that comes with, right here, the textured metallic. So there's a gold, there's a copper and tungsten. Yeah, textured metallic paper, bright copper, gold, and tungsten. So we do have copper paper. And then of course we have the silver and we have the gold. So you guys all have a great rest of your Sunday. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it and have a great week. Oh. My workshop Wednesday. So join me on Wednesday. This is my project, but like I said, it's pretty much all one color. And then look at, it's a shadow card. I feel like there was more I could have did with this, but this is my project for Wednesday. So this is going to be a little time consuming, but you know me, I can't wait to get in our RV. We've been trying to go. We were going to go for our anniversary up to Durango, but snow stopped that. So I was just telling my husband, maybe we should do spring training. But anyway, you guys all have a great rest of your Sunday, and hopefully I'll see you Wednesday. If not, come back here next Sunday. Have a great week, everybody. Bye.